join me live tonight. I know it's Sunday night and people are ending out their weekend, but it's time to get back to work and get serious because tomorrow's Monday. Thanks, Rob, for inviting me to do this in your challenge page. I am the girl that got sick. I think Monday. I'm still battling this and trying to get over it. So I apologize for not being able to go on the night I was scheduled last Monday, but I am very grateful for the person who took my spot because I told Rob all day that I was going to be there. I don't cancel. I think that's important. I don't cancel. I have to be on my deathbed. But as the day went on, I thought you guys were going to hear me sneezing and coughing the entire time, and I probably wasn't going to get anything out. So I get sick like every 2 years, and then it seems like 2 years to get over it. So it's been a heck of a week. But I am excited to join you guys tonight and bring to you the information that I wanted to bring on Monday. So thank you for tuning in. If you are, hey, you know what I was going to ask you guys? We finally got summer here. I'm in Michigan, so like drop where you're from and let me know, was this weekend finally like summer for you? I think it was Friday was the first day of summer, and it legitimately was the first day of summer. We didn't even have a spring. It went from like snowing to cold and rainy, literally no sun for like a month and a half or 2 months, and now we finally got sunshine this weekend for like more than 24 hours. So we're doing really good. So drop a line, let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're joining live, or hit us a hashtag replay and let us know if you're watching on replay. Just like to see where everybody's at. The whole theme of this is recruiting and closing and all of that. And when Rob asked me what I wanted to talk about, I had done a small training in here, or not in here, in his group a few months back. And one of the things that I talked about was, phrases and magic words and things that you can use and start to learn and practice in your everyday life, even when you're having conversation with family and with friends, with your kids, whoever, that can kind of help you when you're in circumstances where you're wanting to, I'm starting to hate the word prospect because it feels like we're going on an attack, trying to like hunt down animals, and that is not what we're trying to do in this business. So when we're out there having conversations and making new friends, these are some of the things that will help you handle some objections. They'll just help you get closer to closing that sale or closing that deal, or bringing a new person onto your team. But there's some things you don't want to say too. So I'm actually going to start with those and get some of the negative out of the way in the beginning, and we're going to end all positive. As I was actually putting some of these down, I had a list, obviously, about a week or so ago, because I was going to do this Monday, and then I wanted to add to it. So today I went into one of my team chats, and I was like, hey, what are some of the like worst things that you guys hear that kill deals, right? That will like totally kill the sale right when it's said, or it's going to set you up for disaster down the road. So I wanted to share a couple of those with you right away, and then we're going to move over to the positives. So I made a lot of notes, you guys. I'm a crazy trainer. Like with our team, when we do coaching and we do training, I can get up in front of the room and talk for 8 straight hours. Ask them. 8 straight hours. So I decided I better take a lot of notes now and give you guys some reference tools, because I will end up talking for more than 18 minutes if I don't watch myself. So some of the things that you don't want to say. Let me get you on a 3-way call. No one ever wants to hear, let me get you on a 3-way call, because you know what that makes them feel like? Oh my God, I'm about to get sold and I'm going to get double teamed by 2 people. Good Lord, don't say, let's get you on a 3-way call. You can say, my friend, I want to get you on the phone with her. She's been doing this for quite a bit longer than I have. Depends if you're talking about product, you're talking about business experience. Let me get you on my friend. She has similar experience as you, but never just say, I want to get you on a 3-way call. It just sounds so salesy. Let me get you on the phone with my upline. I want you to meet my upline. My upline told me to. Just don't even use the word upline. This is not a word that you want to use. It immediately spells out network marketing, and not that that's a bad thing, but people don't even know what they don't know, and they're completely misinformed about our industry just to begin with. So if we start using the terms that they immediately think about, network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever it is that you call it, when you use those buzzwords that they know trigger the pyramid scheme thing, you immediately set them on like you set it up for it to be a disaster because they're going to start asking you questions and throwing objections out to you about pyramid schemes. So upline is one of those terms that, while we know it, prefer to use business partner. My friend, I do business with friends. In network marketing, we all do business with friends. So just use a different term than upline. Join me. I see this a lot on social media when people are new into this industry. They want to say, join my team or join me. And it's not that we don't want people to do that. It just spells out what you don't want them thinking, though. So there's just better ways to go about that. This one I love. Sorry for being late. If you're walking into a conversation, a call we had set up, a meeting at Panera, a Starbucks, whatever, and you walk in saying, sorry, I'm late. It's really nice that you're apologizing. However, you're already late. So if you're going to be late, because I know life gets in the way, send them a text ahead of time and say, I'm running behind. I apologize. Do you still have time if I am 5 to 10 minutes late? Make sure that you respect the time of the person that you're going to meet up with, or you're going to start off on a bad foot. So sorry for being late. I grew up in a household where if you were 10 minutes, if you're on time, you're late. If you're 10 minutes early, you might be on time. So sorry for being late doesn't fly with me. Let's see. There was a couple more, then I want to just move on to positive. Oh, this will be easy. I don't ever say that. When you're getting ready to bring somebody into your business, please don't ever say this will be easy. We all know that network marketing is totally worth it, but it is definitely not easy. And when you tell somebody it's going to be easy up front, you're setting them up for a disaster. This one I got from one of my team members today. I sell ... fill in blank. Going out and just telling people what you sell isn't necessarily the road that you want to take. We have some better things. I'm going to share those with you and how you can say those. We want to solve problems for people. We don't want to sell them things. This one I love. I learned this from Eric Worre. I know a lot of you know who he is. Now you have to put the grammar in the right places on this one. I will help you build your business. Have you ever heard somebody say that? I will help you build your business. They just forgot to put the period in there. I will help you build your business. I will help you build your business. Get it? So you want to help them build their business, but you don't want to build a business for them. So just make sure you put that grammar in the right place when you're saying that statement. And I'm going to stop with the negative. We're going to move on to some of the positive. Some of the things that we can use, some magic words. If you think about, everybody's talking about attraction marketing these days, right? So attraction marketing, I know on social media means one thing, but what I want to say is attraction marketing is actually, you want to be attractive, right? You want to be attractive to the person, or you want your opportunity or your product to be attractive to the person that you're trying to reach, right? So there's some things that you can do, just some quick tips, right? Quit prospecting and go make friends. That's the first one. I said that already. You want to smile more. Maybe not be too smiley and too energetic, because sometimes people won't trust that. So just be careful with that. But you want to smile and be friendly. If you want to join somebody or want to do business with somebody who seems warm and friendly, be interested in them, not interesting. So some people have a really bad habit of talking a lot about themselves and never really listening to the person that they're actually talking to. You want to find out all about the person, because guess what? We're trying to solve a problem that they have with a product or service that we have. So if you listen to them, they will tell you everything you need to know about all the problems that you can solve for them. But you have to listen to them. So be interested in them instead of being interesting. And I think there's probably a couple of other trainers that may have already said that this week in some of the trainings. I've watched a few of them. I think that probably came up before. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You can listen more because you have 2 ears and you have 1 mouth to talk. It's not what you say, but how you say it. My grandpa used to tell me that all the time. Every time something comes out of your mouth, it's not about what you're saying, it's about how you say it. And people will remember you for how you made them feel, not necessarily what you said at the time. So we're gonna get all that kind of stuff out of the way, and I am gonna talk about a few magic words, okay? First though, there's 2 phrases that you can look these up, you can Google them. These are like tactics, and I don't even know if I should call them tactics, but they're things that you can use. If you practice them, I practice them with my kid. He's 12 and a half. I gotta negotiate with this guy all day, every day. It's summer break. We are at full negotiation right now. It's summertime, and he wants the game. So there's negotiation going on. So I got to use these. So you can use them with your family. You can use them with your friends. Use them regularly so you get used to using them. So when you need to use them in a situation because you're all of a sudden in a prospecting, making a new friend situation, they come out easy. So the one I like is if I would you. So you can use this in so many different scenarios when you're offering a product or a service. If I would you, or if you're inviting them to a meeting or a phone call. If I would you, if I could pick you up, would you come with me? If I could show you how this could work for you, would you be open to listening? There's so many scenarios you can use the if I would you. I don't want to go through a ton of them because I want to get to some more of the magic words. So look up that if I would you. And then feel, felt, found. Great for handling almost any objection. We have, in some of the trainings that we do for our team, we've literally gotten up in front of the room and practiced this. Like, throw us a topic, throw us an objection, just throw us anything, and we can feel, felt, found our way out of almost anything. And it kind of goes like this: I understand how you feel. I felt the same way a year ago when I was da 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 da. And what I found was when I started using this product, X, Y, and Z, I was able to A, B, and C. So there's go look that up. Feel, felt, found. Because if I went through, like I said, 100 examples right now, then we'd be here just on all the examples of how you can feel, felt, found your way out of a situation. But anytime my son even has like a ridiculous moment, they're almost teenagers, right? So when he gets in the car and he's had a bad day, I can always use the feel, felt, found. I totally understand how you feel. When I was 13, I felt the same way. I hated some of my teachers. I didn't want to get up in the morning. I didn't want to go to school. But what I found was, da, 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 and it alleviates the situation. It makes the person feel validated that you're talking to. They don't feel like you're just taking their objection and throwing it off to the side. They actually feel like they were heard. We all like to be heard, right? We all like to be heard when we have a concern, we have an objection, we have something we don't like, or it's standing in our way. We don't want you to just push it out of the way. We want to know that you heard us and that you maybe have felt the same way or have the same experience or can relate with us, and that you found a solution. They're going to trust you so much more if you use this process. And it's real, it's true. And sometimes you can even use somebody else, which will then help you throw them into a third party validation call or message or whatever. When I understand how you feel, my friend felt the same way. She had headaches all the time. But what we found was, I don't even have to use myself. So just real easily, I used my friend. And then they're like, oh my gosh, you did? I'd be like, yeah, we need to get you on the phone with her. Right? That just led right into a three-way call. So there's a lot of things that you can say if you study different magic words and things that make it easier on you. You have to practice them, just like anything else. So get some of these down on paper and record yourself doing them, and then practice them with, like I said, your friends and your family and your husband and your wife and your kids, and you'll get really good at saying them. Okay, I'm going to talk really fast, but I'm going to give you guys references because there's tools here. A lot of these things that I've learned along the way obviously came from, I didn't just know these, right? You start using them because you learn them, because you read and you do personal development, you attend trainings like this. Raps Fair is amazing for putting on all of these different types of trainings, and you learn something every single time. So over the course of time, you kind of collect all of these things. And I've collected some books, and I'm going to share a few of those with you because it's where I've got a lot of the different information that I use all the time and that I've kind of written down here for you guys tonight. So you can go back and reference it that way. If I talk really fast, you'll have something to go back and check out. And there's so much more out there. Like the 4 books I'm going to share with you guys. There's so much more than what I'm going to share with you tonight, and you can find some of your favorites. Some of these might be some of my favorites, but you might find some that would really appeal to you and how you do things. So, a few magic words. Using the word open-minded. Are you open-minded? Nobody's really going to say, unless you're talking to a complete bleep, I'll just use that because I'm not going to swear on here. Are you open-minded? People aren't going to say, no, I'm not open-minded. I'm completely closed-minded. So if you say that and you already set them up for a yes, I'm open-minded, they're almost going to have to listen to what you're going to say next. What do you know about? Oh my gosh, people love to give their opinion. Have you been able to tell that on social media? People love to give their opinion. So if you ask them, what do you know about X, Y, and Z product? What do you know about X, Y, and Z ingredient, the newest, latest thing that's within your new product line? What do you know about this service? What have you heard about this before? Be careful what you're setting yourself up for in that. Make sure you can come up with some responses to their things. But my previous company I was with, we did a lot with doctors' offices. And let me tell you what, those are going to be those are going to be some hard prospects. They were difficult. And always valuing their opinion and asking for it was the best way for me to start off with them, because I opened them up right away. They were like, oh, girl just wants my opinion. And so then they got to talk, and then I got to listen, and then they usually spilled out what I needed them to spill out so I could go and handle their objection and solve their problem with my product line or what service I was selling. The other one, just imagine if you could X, Y, and Z. Just imagine if you didn't have to go to a 9 to 5 anymore. Just imagine if you felt like you had energy all day long. Just imagine if it was super easy to lose 5 pounds. Just imagine. Using that just imagine, people like to dream. And they really do. Some people have forgotten how since they were kids, but people like to dream. So just imagine is a great one I like to use. I bet you're a bit like me. People will immediately they're already feeling like they're agreeing with you. I bet you're a bit like me, and people like to feel like they fit in too. So I bet you're a bit like me, and you would probably like this too. I bet you're a bit like me, and it's been a struggle to lose those last 5 pounds. Well, I found something that works. So I like that one. And then most people want to. People don't like feeling left out, and they kind of like doing what the crowd does. It's just the way that things go. So using the term most people generally works. And I'm going to skip that one. I wrote a lot of stuff down. There's so many different and really good ones. I only have like 2 minutes left. Okay, I wanted to tell you like a couple more things and then give you my game or my books. I was looking at my notes, games. Simple swaps. There's two simple swaps, and you can use these in other scenarios too. But think about swapping your words around a little bit so that they disarm people, or maybe will give you an answer you're looking for instead of just a yes no answer. One of my favorites is instead of saying, do you have any questions? And they go, no, I don't think I have any right now. Say, what questions do you have for me? It's harder for them to say no to that. They have to actually think about what you just said. So instead of saying, do you have any questions? Say, what questions do you have for me? And then the other one I like, and I do this a lot, instead of saying, can I have your phone number or can I have your email address? I say, what's the best way to contact you? Because then they have to give me an answer, not like a yes or a no, or I don't want to right now, I'm not sure, any of that. The other thing I like to do is actually just hand them my phone and say, let's just add you on Facebook right now. I stay connected way better with people on social media, so let's just add you right now on Facebook. There's this game I wanted to share with you guys. Rob, this isn't enough time. 18 minutes, I knew it wasn't going to be enough time for me. The envelope game, it's in a book that I'm going to recommend, so you're going to have to go look up the envelope game. It's where you take 2 envelopes to a prospecting meeting. I just learned this today, and I wanted to share it, but I don't have enough time. So the books that I pulled some of this stuff from, that I've read a couple times, and I really like, and then there's a brand new one I want to recommend, so I just started reading it yesterday, and I'm in love with it. But one of the first ones is Exactly What to Say, Magic Words. I don't have the author written down here, so I apologize for that, but it's called Exactly What to Say. Super short, super awesome, tons of tips. And then first sentences, this one for network marketing, first sentences for network marketing, tons of great. This is the envelope one, is in this one, and it's awesome. You got to check it out. And then there was an Audible that I use a lot. It's called How to Talk to Anyone, 92 Tricks. It's called How to Talk to Anyone, 92 Tricks. I can probably put in the comments a bunch of these. This one I started reading over the weekend. Why They Buy, Bank Code. Oh my God, it's amazing. There's some really good in the first few chapters. I can't wait to dig in the rest of the way to it, but I just wanted to give you guys a few tools, one that I was currently reading and going through, and some of the ones I've used for trainings and getting ideas out of. And you're always looking for new ways to approach people and talk to people and converse with people. So I hope that some of what I've given you guys tonight is useful. I went over my 18 minutes. I gotta cut myself off. You guys have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And Rob, thank you again so much for having me on here. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. See you later.